Scorpio, so I've laid your cards. This is about limiting beliefs, and we've got a 4-position read. It's quite quick, but it's interesting. So, what is the limiting belief that is holding you back? We've got the Knight of Cups and the Two of Wands. It's like not believing, not looking. So, sorry, it's that simple. Not believing that you're going to find what you love if you start scanning the horizon for it, like this Two of Wands. Not believing that that is out there. It's very unusual for that to ring. So maybe that's got something to do with it. Someone on the phone, that's being highlighted. It's always a sales call. But so not believing that you can find what you look. There's almost no point in looking into the horizon for what you want to try and start to focus on what you want because you don't believe you're going to find what you love. What is the impact of maintaining this limiting belief? Well, the impact is on your love life. It's saying you're not partnering where you need to partner. You're not finding the love that you need. It's keeping you stuck in not taking, because the Lovers is also about great choices that we're offered. It's almost as if you're not taking those choices. I'm going to pull cards on this because there is another reading of that, which would be the impact is that you get to stay solidly in your relationship, but it's not how it's turning up to me. But we'll pull some more cards. So what can you do to release this belief? Well, we've got the Nine of Cups and the Judgment. There feels like a bit of exploration that you're meant to do. It might be that you do a bit of digging about your past, about your psychology of your family, about things like that. Allow those revelations to come, and then that releases you into this position where you know what you want, where you understand what would be wish fulfillment for you. But also it could be the other way around. You could really think about what your perfect life would be, what would be wish fulfillment for you. And in that the disparity between that and where you are will bring up those places where you can work on and potentially get some insights into them. If this is about love, there's this book called Calling in the One, which I highly recommend. It's a few days process, 6 weeks process of committing to sort of looking into why it is, what the patterns are that you're in around relationships. It's very good if anyone's looking for love. What's possible when you release this belief? Well, we have the upright Emperor, almost like he's a sort of strong partner coming in, with the reversed King of Cups, which is a partner who sort of one day loves you, one day doesn't love you. So if he's in the reverse, he's sort of on the way out. He would definitely be trumped by this wonderful upright Emperor. And also, you're not stuck anymore. So this is a really nice, I think it might be about finding partnership. If it's not about partnership, it's about finding discipline and structure. But let's look at firstly, what is the impact that this is having on you with the Lovers, holding on to this? Yeah, it's like you're not healing this part of with the Star, you're not healing this part, I'm going to pull another one, of your psychology. You're not really going for what you want. You're not the Star is amazing because she's naked and she's sort of able to be unguarded because she's so healed. And if you're not, Nine of Swords, Page of Cups, you're worried about those tender parts of you. You're not able to show those with the Nine of Swords and Page of Cups because you can't be naive, you can't be open like the Star. You have to be on high alert for any problems around relationships. So your lack of belief is holding you back in that way. Let me pull you a card on this actual limiting belief. We'll pull a couple of those. Five of Cups, yeah. Five of Cups shows 3 spilt cups normally, followed by 1, 2 that are upright, like those 2 loving cups that we're looking for in the Lovers. And so what it's saying is you are entirely, with this limiting belief, you are entirely only focusing on what's not worked before, I feel. It might be making you a little bit over romantic in a way and looking for too much, which is a way of, but then look, the Three of Cups. Five of Cups, Three of Cups. This is around friendships and relationships generally. Maybe you can be a little bit naive in the face of those. Let me just get one more card. What is this about those? No, it's about, with the Page of Cups, it's about strategizing and seeing whether you can get there. And I don't believe you think you can. I think in all relationships, you feel you're going to be disappointed somehow. You feel that you have too high expectations. There's no point in looking for anything, even in certain friendships, because they're going to let you down. Not helpful. We need you into a more open space. So what can you do to release these beliefs? We've got the Nine of Cups and the Judgment that we've said we need you to start thinking. Four of Wands. Yeah, that's lovely. Four of Wands, think about what it is you like to celebrate and partner with, how you could have a wedding. Think of that, or a party with this great love. And then the Eight of Swords. Four of Wands, Eight of Swords. You've got to undo your negative thinking with this Eight of Swords. Stop thinking about what's wrong with you, what would be wrong with the relationship, and then instead think of the Four of Wands, which is about building structures, healthy communication, healthy love. You've got to focus on something different. And then what is possible when you give up this belief with the Emperor in upright and then the King of Cups and the Four of Cups in reverse? We've got the Four of Swords, healing. You're starting to heal. You're starting to get all of those thoughts that were self-victimizing in the Eight of Swords into some sort of healed position like the Star, which is what we know you need to do. And then we have the Eight of Cups, and then you start to move away from the way you've done things in the past and move towards this Emperor. And here's this Emperor. Gosh, the King of Swords. Someone here might be about, with the Emperor and the King of Swords, who is this Emperor? What's this about? Page of Pentacles. So learning to be, is it them or is it someone? It's an Ace of Coins. Look, whether this is somebody new that is very, very structured, quite masculine, quite in his brain with the King of Swords and the Emperor, and how that might be a good partner for you in some way, healing father issues, being a very good, stable partner. Now, they don't have to be male or female, it's just they exhibit those characteristics, which could be nice. Or is it part of you that's starting to get in touch with this Ace of Coins and this Page of Pentacles? So coins and coins. Is it you learning? I mean, Page of Coins, Ace of Coins is a new opportunity being handed to you. Is it you learning to be more like this? And that brings the right sort of relationships to you. King of Cups. So King of Cups, who was in the reverse before, it could be you becoming a lot more, it's either that you're going to attract this kind of person, or with the King of Cups and upright now, it could be you just getting on top of your very flip-floppy emotions that will feel one way one day and the other way the next day. Queen of Swords. I think this is entirely about, either you're going to attract that person, but it could just be that you find the right friendships, find the right partnerships, find the right things to celebrate when you become disciplined and clear and positive in your thoughts. The Queen of Swords doesn't muck around. She's going to sort out this King of Cups and think positive thoughts. I think you become less wishy-washy, less, in a way, unrealistic or idealistic, and more focused on your own self-esteem, your own boundaries, and therefore you're able to get into this healed position, take these choices, partner in love or work with what you need to partner with. It feels a lot like a love reading. Let's just have a, what is this about? For the majority of people turning up here, High Priestess, they will know. That says to me, you've got to know. You will know if this is about love or if this is about work or this is about friendship. But it's about being disciplined to be less disappointed, less wishy-washy, less romantic, because, well, or being able to contain your romanticism because you've got boundaries too, because there's realism, there's boundaries, there's positive thought about yourself, so you don't subsume into the other, you don't become flip-floppy, you know yourself. See you again.